I'm just. I saw this on the journal over the weekend. I thought, where in God's name is this beautiful thing? And I couldn't. I kept thinking. I said to the guys, maybe it's another Greystones. I'm getting mixed up now. I'm seeing Greystones. And we should say, I don't know whether it was one of you two beautiful people actually came up with the idea in a moment and told the other, or whether you're both talking about it. And
he's videoing now. He is.
Ah, yeah, there you go. We're videoing. That's how it works. That's how. That's it. Well, I've no editing, so therefore there's no kind of. I won't be doing any editorial decisions. I'll just let you have a chat. It'll be very normal and natural. But was it a quick decision? I don't know whether it was something you mulled over.
The tree ended up coming down. The neighbours never liked it.
Ah, right. Well, that's kind of handy too.
It was a huge tree.
So at least you didn't make it into a finger to the neighbours. Like at least you have at least that. That's been done. I think a divorcee or some guy did that too. He moved in opposite his wife's the old family home, and he got a nice big statue in the garden for her. Was similar to
yeah.
But yeah, sorry. Where did you were saying the tree was getting a bit sort of needed a bit of work anyway.
It was a bit rotten at the top.
Right.
The top had been taken off 60 or 70 years ago.
Ah, okay.
So it wasn't too high, but it was absolutely enormous. It spread from over there.
It's a magnet carpet tree.
Right.
Ah, okay. So it took up a lot of space, a lot of shadowing, a lot of all that. Ah, yeah.
So the famous Anto Byrne took it down, and I think he said he'd leave the top of it.
Right. Okay.
And said, "Would you think of a sculptor?" I think it was him.
Ah, okay.
So we thought about it.
Right.
And John wanted to do a story.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So
you knew each other beforehand, or a little bit about.
Yeah, well, Susan contacted me after there was a piece on Nationwide.
Right.
After I'd done this kind of Tree of Hope and Angel piece.
Nice.
I suppose it's about 40 foot high, and it represents kind of the angels and stuff. And again, a similar story, a tree that had been in a place for a very, very long time, over 300 years. And this tree here is easily here, I'd say over 150 or more. You know, it's a very old tree. And it obviously has huge sentimental value to the area, but especially to Susan and the lads. So the idea then was, we met nearly 2 years ago, and I'm only after getting to it now because we're kind of busy. But in saying that, it takes that kind of time to find something, because I suppose the big thing to think about is that it's going to be there for a long time.
Right.
So you need something that has
not just for Christmas.
A bit of a story behind it, and then the story that Susan gave me, I thought was a lovely story. And
so are we talking about? Is this Bill Gates didn't commission this now? So it wasn't. No, I thought I'm sure he'd like it in his garden, but. So was it inspired then directly by the wonderful apple and their?
Well, no, it was nothing to do. It was when I was young. I came here on holidays as a child, my mother before me, and when it had come to September, this was all orchard for the houses.
yes, I heard.
And we used to go back to Dublin at the end of August. But we had apples, my mother wanted to pick them, so we used to go up and down to school every day. But Greystones, all the tourists like me had left, and Greystones went lovely and quiet. I just loved it. It was borrowed time. Nice. 2 weeks, and each weekend of September then we would pick apples.
Ah, beautiful.
And that is really my abiding memory.
Well, that's a sweet memory.
Whether or not you were made pick apples.
Yes,
say that again. Sorry.
Whether you wanted to or not. You were picking apples.
That's why we were there.
That was it.
Picking the apples.
Sent you a lovely box of cider.
Oh, we did, yeah.
And so, was it a surprise when the media obviously thought it might be a nod to the beautiful Steve Jobs and Tim Cook and his
billion trillion.
There you go.
Yeah, it was actually funny because we started getting a few messages on the Facebook page, on our Special Branch Facebook page, and then a few of the kind of newspapers started kind of calling us. So I sent off, they asked for a few pictures. They said, "Is it true you're doing this big giant apple?" And ironically enough, it is in the estimate. What we were laughing about was about 130 odd years old, so I think it's 1 billion for every year. It was standing now about, I suppose, about 30 foot high, and it was nearly 5.5 to 6 foot in girth, you know.
Right.
And so
It's
quite a mighty tree. And some of the kids actually was lovely this morning, so I'd like to thank them. Some of the local kids from the school brought us down chocolate bars.
Lovely.
Because they think it's like the BFG's hand.
Isn't that sweet? That's sweet.
So the big friendly giant of Greystones is
It's
now
a great addition to the... Because, do you know what? As I came down, I just noticed that, oh, look at that. That's amazing. Because I wasn't sure if it was in the front or the back, but it's a lovely... it's kind of hidden in its own way because you're down a little cul-de-sac, so it's not like it's right out on the main street. But just as you come down, you realise there it is, just down at the end of the street. It looks stunning. So yeah, well done to everybody. We'll kind of for now let it be like a Jobs reference, but it'll go well beyond any kind of news story like that. It'll be here forever.
Timing was very appropriate.
That's great. But well done, beautiful.